I'll welcome you back, and then we're going to continue on with our little visit to the Nashville Zoo. Hope you enjoy.
Well, found some ring-tailed lemurs, so let's take a look at them for a little bit. They're really cute.
So these guys actually live off the coast of Africa on an island named Madagascar. And for fans of Disney's Lion King, you might recognize this character as King Julian. This is actually the most recognizable species of lemur. And unfortunately, these guys are also considered endangered due to the same reasons we've heard of before with habitat lost. It is estimated that 90% of the forest cover where these guys lived has been lost. And with that, as of 2017, they estimate that there are only 2,000 lemurs left in the wild.
Alright, here's some Babirusas, Sulawesi Babirusas. I'm probably butchering the name, but basically they're like pigs.
These guys are native to Indonesia and are also referred to as deer pigs. There are several different species of Babirusa, and all of them are considered to either be vulnerable and or endangered. The primary threat to these guys is actually poachers, and then followed closely by habitat loss like we've heard for many other species. Another interesting fact about these guys is the males tend to live in solitude, while as the females can be found in groups with their young, and groups of females and young can be up to as many as 84 individuals. So quite the large group, I'd say.
And here we have some red-ruffed lemurs. Also very, very cute.
So these guys also live on the island of Madagascar, much like their relatives that we saw earlier. But unfortunately, this particular species is considered critically endangered. So they are actually the largest species of the lemur family, and they can weigh anywhere from about 7.3 to 7.9 pounds. And usually they average about 21 inches long, with about a 24-inch long tail. Also interesting is the females tend to be a little bit larger than their male counterparts. That being said, I bet you can probably guess which is the dominant gender with these species. Yep, the women run the show here.
And now we are at the spider monkeys. There's one right up there, and they look to be pretty active. They're kind of running around everywhere. So, you know what the drill is. We'll watch them for a little bit.
So the spider monkey is native to the tropical forests of Central and South America, from southern Mexico to Brazil. There are 7 subspecies of these guys, one of which is considered vulnerable, 5 are considered endangered, and unfortunately 1 species is listed as critically endangered. The monkeys are very social individuals, and they live in groups of up to 35 individuals. And And these guys primarily like to eat fruits. And these guys also tend to be about the size of maybe a medium-sized dog, and they average about 21 to 24 pounds on average.
Alright, so over there we have a tapir. These are prominent in South America, and they're always a treat to see if you do have the ability to see them at a zoo, but they're definitely unique creatures. I like these guys so much. They're always so cute. Their nose can articulate, pick up stuff. They're very unique. And fun fact, when they are babies, they kind of look like watermelon because they've got stripes on them and stuff, and then as they grow older, they lose the stripes. And of course, what zoo doesn't have flamingos? So they have a couple different varieties of flamingos here as well. And you can't really go wrong. There is always some excitement going down with the flamingo flock. Getting himself a little bath.
Sounds like a good place to start. Your feeling seems to be left in the dark. Defeated, I am screaming, what if you ask me
I think this is the last exhibit area that we have not been to, which is Unseen New World, Creatures of the Americas. And we start off this exhibit with the rhinoceros iguana. Oh, he's giving us a big yawn. That's cool. He's actually, well, he was on the move. I think he's just getting into a more comfortable position. Maybe that's why he was yawning. He was tired. Oh, he's moving around again. We got some seahorses. They're the lion seahorses. On the move. And I know this is all the riveting content you want to see. These are Trinidad giant cockroaches. They're big buggers. Probably creep some people out, I'm sure. This is cool, though. So you got a Cuban false chameleon here. And here you've got a giant Cuban anole. These guys are cool looking. This is interesting. It's an upside down jellyfish. I don't know that I've ever seen any of these. It's very intriguing. So of course they have to have a lionfish, right? Again, these are invasive species. So I think a lot of people had them as pets and then they release them in the wild. And then they like take over habitats. So in a lot of places you're encouraged to actually kill these guys. But I've heard they're supposed to be good food. I don't know, I've never had one. They look wild though. This particular habitat has a little, or has quite a few different variety of creatures. It's a bearded lizard over here. Interesting looking. He's moving around a little bit too. So that's kind of exciting. He's a pretty big lizard. I'd say he's over a foot long, maybe like a foot and a half, 2 foot. Pretty cool. So in addition to that, got a spiny-tailed iguana and a desert tortoise. This guy's pretty good size too. Pretty big boy. An eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Definitely want to really encounter these out in the wild. Definitely poisonous. Man, look at that. There's that rattler. If you hear it, not good. Banded rock rattlesnake. Again, not something you want to encounter. That's a little bitty guy.
Yes, that's a rattlesnake. It's a little bit. That was a rattlesnake.
And we got a Gila monster. He's kind of a tiny guy. Oh, actually, that's not a Gila monster. It's a Baja blue rock lizard. My bad. This is the Gila monster. He's sawing logs back here. And they have a monster-sized alligator snapping turtle. This guy looks like a dinosaur. I mean, just look at this. I bet he has got a powerful bite. Big old paws. Spiny shell. This guy's huge. Wow. Wow. So this is obviously dead, but it looks like it's a specimen of brown recluse spider. Very poisonous. Don't want to encounter one for sure. They're bigger than I thought, honestly. Another venomous snake. We got a copperhead. These are actually found around in Kentucky. So, again, don't really want to mess with these. Red knee tarantula. These guys are kind of cute. Little furry buggers. I know a lot of people are like super scared of these things though. But generally speaking, they're fairly harmless. That's why so many people have tarantulas as pets. Cave spring crayfish. Interesting. Occupies subterranean territory. Ergo, it probably lost its color. That's why it's white. It's an indigo snake. It's a pretty big, or I should say long snake. Pretty black color. Yep. Got a spotted salamander. Oh. See a Stewart's milk snake. Can't see much of it. It seems to be mostly underneath the leaves here. But intriguing. These are bats. Short-tailed, leaf-nosed bats. Flying all over the place. Pretty intriguing. There's a whole bunch of them over here. It's wild. Mexican leaf frog. It's interesting. They're positioned on top of each other. That's pretty neat. Panamanian golden frog? But he looks like an aqua color. Little guy. There's another one over here. Yellow one. Oh no, this one is a Panamanian golden frog. So the other one is a green and black poison arrow frog. He's on the move. Now this is cool. It's an emerald tree boa. Just the way that he is wrapped around this tree. I mean, that's as picturesque as it gets. That's pretty cool. Definitely getting a picture of this one. It's a green anaconda. These guys are pretty big. They can get up to 23 feet. And he is moving around. Slowly.
Whoa, that's a giant snake. That must be the world record snake. They're longer.
It's coming over to say hi.
6 to 12 feet. What is that? They're doing to snake.
Creep anybody out yet? You got a dwarf caiman. These are kind of like little alligators. He's actually kind of poking up there for us. And he's partially submerged. There's his body. He's still a pretty big boy, honestly. Pretty sure some people eat these as well down in South America. Mission golden-eyed tree frog. A lot of these frogs really blend in well with their habitat. You almost can't see them. You got a horned frog. Kind of looks like a rock almost. Yellow and black poison dart frog. Back to another big old display of different fish.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like we've got our Amazonian fish friends over here again. They look familiar. And you got these other stingray. They look sort of like the other ones, except they're not black. Still very, very pretty. More fish friends. Man, this guy is huge. Probably doesn't illustrate it on camera or doesn't come across as well. He's pretty big. It's just amazing the amount of different fish that we've got, animals. It's magical. A jumping pit viper. Pretty sure it's also venomous. A big old green iguana. This boy is big. A lot of people have these as pets as well. Or go to the Caribbean, you'll see a lot of them. Red-footed tortoise. He's on the move. Probably wondering, what is this dude got and what exactly is he doing? So this is strange. He seems intrigued. He's not scared. He's a pretty good sized tortoise as well. All right, buddy. that habitat. So I obviously didn't show you everything because there is a lot to see in there, but I gave you a little sampling of what to see in there. A lot of reptiles and frogs and fish. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that is the last area in the zoo left. Well, you know we'd have to come and look at the meerkats, right? So let's look at some meerkats.
Meerkats are actually a small mongoose, and they are found in southern Africa. They are pretty small little creatures, and they are only about 9.4 inches to 13.8 inches tall. And they only weigh about 1.4 to 2.1 pounds. The good thing with these guys is they are actually not considered in danger, and they are thriving out in the wild, unlike many of the other animals that we've seen today.
These guys are always looking and seeing what's going on in the environment around them. They pick up on anything and everything. Strange noises or whatever. I don't see a lot of meerkats out right now though. Oh, he's on a move. Oh, he sees food. That's hilarious. It's like, what is he looking at? So it's funny, the gentleman next to me has a pretzel, so that's why the meerkats come running over. It's amazing, it's like they all know. They all come running over. Sorry guys. Now that they realize I have no food, it's like back to doing my thing. Meerkat stuffs. They still seem to think that I have something for them.
Rosa!
Alright, so I guess this is a good time to wrap up that video since we have seen more or less everything. I didn't show literally everything because some things were asleep or, you know, not on exhibit, you know, etc. Either way, it's a really nice zoo. You know, if you're ever in the area and have some spare time, I encourage you to come visit. It's almost like walking through the woods. I think it's really nice. This is a nice zoo. It's decent size. It's not terribly big, but it's not super small either. Well, hope you enjoyed this adventure. And if so, I invite you to subscribe and you can follow along with what else we've got going on. Till next time, I'll see you somewhere. Have a good one.